Iran's acquisition and deployment of the Yakovlev Yak-130, a Russian-made advanced jet trainer and light attack aircraft, mark a significant step in the modernization of the Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force. This versatile aircraft, which blends training capabilities with combat potential, has been integrated into Iran's aerial strategy amid a deepening military partnership with Russia and a regional landscape characterized by technological competition. Procurement began with the first deliveries in September 2023, when at least 2 Yak-130s arrived at the 8th Tactical Air Force Base near Isfahan, transported by a Russian AN-124-100 and assembled under the supervision of Russian pilots. By December 2024, Iran had likely received between 6 and 12 units, with estimates bolstered by imagery showing aircraft bearing tail numbers such as 106. This acquisition, confirmed by Iranian Deputy Defense Minister General Mahdi Farahi in November 2023, aligns with a broader deal potentially including Su-35 fighters and Mi-28 helicopters, reflecting a quid pro quo tied to Iran's drone exports to Russia during the Ukraine conflict. The Yak-130's integration culminated in its operational debut during the Zolfagar 1403 military exercises on February 24, 2025, highlighting its evolving role within Iran's military framework. The Zolfagar 1403 exercises, spanning the Makran coast and the Sea of Oman, showcased the Yak-130's capabilities in a coordinated interception mission. As reported by Mer News, Brigadier General Ali-Reza Sheikh detailed how a Yak-130, alongside 2 MiG-29s, neutralized a drone simulating a hostile aircraft. The MiG-29s detected and tracked the target, relaying data to the Yak-130, which then eliminated it with guided missiles, a maneuver that underscored the aircraft's precision and interoperability with heavier fighters. Rear Admiral Habibullah Sayari emphasized that these drills, involving all branches of Iran's armed forces, aim to bolster defensive and deterrent capabilities amid regional tensions. For the IRIAF, long reliant on aging U.S.-made jets like the F-14 Tomcat and Soviet-era MiG-29s, this operation demonstrated a leap forward in both pilot training and operational readiness, with the Yak-130 serving as a bridge to more advanced systems like the anticipated Su-35. Designed by Yakovlev, the Yak-130 is a subsonic, twin-seat aircraft powered by 2 AI-222-25 turbofan engines, offering a maximum speed of 1,050 km per hour and a range exceeding 2,500 km with external fuel tanks. Its digital fly-by-wire system enables exceptional maneuverability, supporting angles of attack up to 42 degrees, while its service ceiling reaches 41,020 feet. The aircraft's advanced avionics, including GLONASS GPS navigation, a head-up display, a helmet-mounted target designator, and an OSA radar tracking up to 8 targets, make it a sophisticated trainer capable of simulating 4th and 5th generation fighters like the Su-35 and Su-57. Beyond training, its 8 underwing hardpoints and 3,000 kilograms payload capacity equip it for light combat, carrying munitions such as R-73 air-to-air missiles, KH-25 air-to-surface missiles, B-8 and B-13 rocket pods, guided bombs, and a GSH-23 cannon pod. This dual role enhances Iran's flexibility, allowing the Yak-130 to support low-intensity missions while preserving heavier jets for critical operations. Iran's deployment of the Yak-130 primarily centers on the 8th Tactical Air Force Base in Isfahan, where initial flight testing began in 2023. By early 2025, the aircraft had transitioned from testing to active service, with 6 Iranian instructor pilots trained in Russia facilitating its integration. Its primary role remains training pilots for modern fighters, addressing a historical gap in the IRIAF's capabilities, while its secondary combat function offers a cost-effective option for engagements like drone interception or border patrols. The Zolfagar 1403 exercises marked its first operational use, signaling Iran's intent to leverage the aircraft's versatility amid sanctions that limit access to Western technology. This strategic shift not only enhances pilot readiness, but also strengthens Iran's regional deterrence, particularly as it anticipates the Su-35, though delivery timelines remain uncertain. When compared to similar aircraft in the region, the Yak-130 holds a unique position among competitors like Turkey's Hürjet, the UAE's Calidus B-250, and Israel's Lavi, a historical benchmark, though no longer in production. Turkey's Hürjet, a single-engine advanced trainer and light attack jet developed by Turkish Aerospace Industries, boasts a top speed of Mach 1.2 and a 3,000 kilograms payload, outpacing the Yak-130's subsonic 1,050 kilometers per hour. However, the Hürjet remains in development, with its first flight in 2023 and operational status projected for later in the decade, giving Iran a current edge in deployment. The Calidus B-250, used by the UAE, is a light attack and trainer aircraft with a turboprop engine offering a slower top speed of 639 kilometers per hour, but a longer endurance of over 6 hours and a payload of 1,800 kilograms. Its focus on counterinsurgency aligns with the UAE's operational needs, contrasting with the Yak-130's jet-powered agility and fighter training emphasis. Israel's defunct Lavi, a supersonic jet from the 1980s, once offered superior performance, Mach 1.8, 7,000 kilograms payload, but its cancellation leaves Israel reliant on the M346 Master, which matches the Yak-130's subsonic speed and 3,000 kilograms payload while boasting NATO interoperability, a key advantage Iran lacks. Regionally, the Yak-130 gives Iran a practical, immediately deployable asset tailored to its sanctions-constrained environment. While it lacks the Hürjet's speed or the M346's alliance-backed support, its combat-ready status and Russian backing outshine the B-250's slower turboprop design for Iran's needs. The aircraft's ability to operate from unpaved runways, thanks to FBWS-controlled intake doors, further suits Iran's diverse terrain, unlike its more runway-dependent rivals. However, sustainability remains a challenge. Sanctions hinder spare parts access, and the IRIAF's mixed fleet complicates logistics, though alignment with existing MiG-29 support structures mitigates this somewhat. Strategically, the Yak-130's introduction has raised concerns among Western nations and Israel, particularly as it may pave the way for Su-35s, amplifying Iran's air power projection. In conclusion, Iran's Yak-130 represents a pragmatic blend of training and combat capability, effectively integrated into the IRIAF by early 2025, as evidenced by the Zolfagar 1403 exercises. Its procurement, deliveries, and deployments reflect a deliberate push to modernize amid regional rivalry, with its operational debut reinforcing Iran's self-sufficiency narrative. Compared to regional competitors, it offers a balanced, deployable solution, though its long-term impact hinges on overcoming logistical hurdles and securing advanced fighters like the Su-35. For now, the Yak-130 stands as a symbol of Iran's evolving air force, bridging past limitations with future ambitions in a tense geopolitical theater.